Still ahead on Studio 6. If you are single and have been asking yourself, where can I go to meet someone? Our relationship coach, Julie Jeske. By the way, is Julie single? Is she married? Do we know that?
Our relationship expert, Julie Jeske, is here to help us learn more about dating. Yes, we're so excited. It's not prison. It's not the best place. Mike Chase is clearly wrong. But that is one of the questions. In fact, the biggest question we get is where do I go to meet somebody? Is there a special place that I need to be going to get myself out there?
Right. So I did a little informal poll of all different people in my life, people on Facebook, people
Were they all
on Twitter.
single?
These are all people who are in relationships to tell me where they met their partners.
Okay, all right, good.
So the 3 top answers that I received: 1, work; 2, a bar, which I know a lot of people avoid meeting people at bar, but plenty of people who were married for over 20 years met at bars. And then the other was met through mutual friends. And so if you keep those things in mind, you know, like, are you putting it out there? Are you letting people know that you're interested? Because sometimes single people are so independent that people around them don't know that they're even looking for somebody else. So that they may have someone in the back of their mind, but they don't want to like put it upon you like, oh, I think you'd be great with this person. So make sure people around you know.
Yeah, it's good to put it out in the universe, I think, if you're looking.
Yes.
So,
Just wear a great big sandwich sign. I'm available.
Yeah, stand on a corner. But seriously, though, like if you go into a grocery store, which is where Anne met her boyfriend,
about that,
do you have to like dress up? Like, I mean, is it almost like you're a celebrity waiting for the paparazzi and you have to just look, you know, amazing?
Well, you're not going specifically, like every place you go, you're not just trying to meet somebody. You're not like, I'm going to go to the grocery store, not because I need milk or bread, but because I'm going to meet my husband, right? Because that can be really distracting. That can actually keep you from meeting someone because you've got that kind of like desperation. Desperation, not the sexiest characteristic, right? But you
So I probably shouldn't have held onto his ankle as he walked away.
You have to be open to the idea, though, right? So if you're going to the grocery store and you're like, not, you know, you're like, all I'm doing is getting milk, I'm not making eye contact with a single person, you're not going to probably, you
So
probably
when
wouldn't have met him.
you go and you grab the milk, you look around.
Do the Anne, right?
Hey!
Or if you're going to places like, you know, your favorite coffee shop, are you going and are you buried in a book every day? And maybe Mr. Right is like walking past you trying to make eye contact and you can't even see him. So being open to possibilities.
And
when
saying
you are going
hello.
places. Absolutely.
Starting the
Interact with
conversation.
people. Yes, yes.
well, what about online or singles events? What's the consensus on those?
So I hear hit and miss things. One of my dearest friends met her husband online. They are the most fantastic couple. There's no way we can think of that they would have met in the outside world. You know, they just were in different circles. They're perfect together.
Right.
So the great thing about online dating is that the other people who are on the site are also looking for dating. Same thing with singles events. You're going there and the people around you are also looking to interact and to create relationships. So those can be really successful events for you.
When can you, I'm going to out our producer, Jules, a little bit. So when can you open up and really be yourself after you meet someone? Because we have a list going upstairs on the wall of why she's still single. And that includes she wears Vicks Vapor Rub all over her body all the time. She says not all the time. She wears knee-high nylons, which, you know, not the sexiest thing. She talks in a man voice just as a joke. But I'm just like curious.
This is not helping. You're right, Jules. You're lovely.
But she is fun. She's just the most fun girl. But I'm wondering, like, do you just let that all show?
Please be the 6th caller at 461.
If you love knee-highs and Vicks Vapor Rub, we've got the gal for you, right?
Right.
There's probably someone out there who would think that's adorable and would think it's charming. What you don't want to do is pretend you're someone you're not because you want it to have a partner. You know, it's like, I can tell you where men are in the city. You can go to Home Depot, you can go to a hardware store, you can go to a sporting event. There will be men there. But if you don't like those things and you pretend you do and you meet your future husband and one day he's like, really? You don't like that?
I've had
That's
men
gonna
follow
cause a
me at Home
problem.
Depot.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, there are
honestly,
people
it's a
out
good
there.
place to meet people. There are
really
men
working
there.
on your house, that's a great place to go.
Right.
If you're like a gardener and you want, you want new plants, that's a great place to go. But don't pretend you're someone you're not.
But that's the good point there, is that I would never go to Home Depot because I don't have a green thumb. I have a black thumb.
Right.
So for me to go there and pretend that I'm... Well, I'm married, first of all. So but
then,
you know, you have that as a hobby that you enjoy. So
and if you have hobbies, Find a group where you can do those hobbies, because how beautiful is it to meet somebody who has a similar interest to you? Then you have something in common for the rest of your lives.
So we're going to have to throw away that list we have for Julie.
I think we
she's
should.
perfect like she is.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
else can people do? Any other last tips that you can
Just as you are in your life right now, wherever you're going today, after work, wherever you're going tomorrow, be open. Think about the places that you go as the best place to meet somebody, and see if that shifts some things for you. Like, I have to fit into this role, I have to go these different places. What if the places you already go are the perfect place for you to meet somebody? And will that change those interactions? Will you talk to people more?
Right, right. And I had a girlfriend that she was single for a really long time and started worrying about it. She's married with kids now, but she told her dad, I just have trouble meeting people, Dad. And she was in the media, and he said, well, go to the bowling alley.
Did it work?
No, her husband's a cop, or he was.
Get arrested. It could work for you,
Get
right?
arrested.
Well,
Go to jail, like what Mike said.
always good advice, Julie Jeske. Thank you so much for being here. And what's our homework for this week?
So the homework this week is to be open, to view every place as your potential dating pool, and to try something new. You know, if you're all you're doing are the same things over and over and over again, they're not working. It's time for you to try a new activity.
Switch it up.
Yes.
That's great.
Switch it up.
Good. Thanks so much. See you next
Welcome.
Wednesday.
All right.